Azerbaijan is furious with India. Such has been the anger that Hikmet Hajiv, the foreign policy advisor to the president of Azerbaijan, called on the Indian ambassador to the country, Sridharan Madhusudan, to complain. The reason: videos put out by the Azerbaijan media, obviously handed over to them by their intelligence agency, of camouflaged cargo or what is reported to be India's indigenous Pinaka multi-barrel rocket launchers traveling to Armenia from Iran. An Azerbaijan website, caliber.az, reported that according to the live footage received by it, it was likely a military cargo which was delivered to the Iranian port of Bandar Abbas from the eastern coast of the Caspian Sea. Given the blurry motives for the camouflaged freight supply, a question pops up: who is the supplier? That is what the media reported. And the media further said, according to our data obtained from two independent sources, the sender of the weapon is India, one of the countries that has been increasingly involved in military technical cooperation with Armenia. Viewers remember that Armenia and Azerbaijan have been engaged in a conflict since 2020 that resulted in a 45-day war in September that year. A peace deal brokered by Russia put an end to the fighting till 2022, when frequent ceasefire violations escalated into another two-day conflict in September, followed by scattered instances of border clashes. In his meeting with the Indian ambassador, Hajiyev noted that Azerbaijan was concerned about expanding military cooperation between Armenia and India, and the circulation of photos and videos reportedly showing the transportation of Indian-made weapon system to Armenia through Iran. He added that India's supposed supply of lethal weapons to Armenia at a time when Azerbaijan was negotiating a peace agreement with it, and I quote, paves the way for militarization of Armenia and escalation of the situation, and creates obstacle to the establishment of sustainable peace and security in the South Caucasus region. He is also learned to have said that such actions are incompatible with India's self-proclaimed foreign policy based on the norms and principles of the international law and that of the non-allying movement. He expressed serious concerns of the Azerbaijani side to the attention of officials in Delhi and asked them to reconsider India's decision regarding supply of lethal weapons to Armenia. But what he forgot to mention was that Azerbaijan was buying arms from Turkey and Pakistan. Azerbaijan, Pakistan and Turkey maintain a robust trilateral relationship that is increasingly important to the security, economic and diplomatic interest of all the three countries. It is known as the axis between the three countries, and this has only become more apparent since Turkey and Pakistan's involvement in the 2022 war between Azerbaijan and Armenia, and they sided with Azerbaijan. Deep ties between these three countries are nothing new. Turkey and Pakistan have a rich history of bilateral relations preceding the latter's independence in 1947. After the collapse of the Soviet Union 30 years ago, Turkey and Pakistan were the first two countries to recognize Azerbaijan as a newly independent nation state. Incidentally, Pakistan is the only country in the world that has not recognized Armenia, which also became independent after the dissolution of the Soviet Union. As reported by ThePrint, Armenia has turned to India to beef up its defenses with the purchase of multiple military systems amid continuing tensions with Azerbaijan, which is seen as an ally of Pakistan and Turkey. Late last year, Armenia had ordered an artillery gun from private defense firm part of the Pune-based Kalyani Group. In September last year, Armenia signed a government-to-government contract with New Delhi for the indigenous Pinaka multi-barrel rocket launchers, anti-tank missiles and ammunition. Armenian Defense Minister even met his Indian counterpart, that is Rajnath Singh, on the sidelines of the DEF Expo held in August last year, looking to expand defense cooperation with India. ThePrint had then reported that Armenia was eyeing more defense deals with India, including the procurement of drones, counter-drone measures and loitering munitions, besides mid-range surface-to-air missile systems like the Akash developed by the DRDO. Observers have pointed out that despite the physical distance between them, an indirect linkage has emerged between Armenia, Azerbaijan, and India and Pakistan in recent years. In 2017, Turkey, Azerbaijan, and Pakistan issued a joint statement establishing security cooperation and building further on the previous bilateral military aid arrangements. Azerbaijan later deployed Turkish drones in the 45-day war with Armenia in 2020 and is believed to be in talks with Pakistan to buy the JF-17 fighter aircraft. They have already bought the trainer aircraft from Pakistan. Remember that India's defense exports, which have reached an all-time high of rupees 15,920 crore in the financial year 2023, includes the sale of indigenous advanced towed artillery gun system, that is the attacks. The approximately rupees 60,000 crore worth of exports were almost 3,000 crore more than the previous financial year. It has risen over 10 times since the 2016-17, and a lot has to do with what Armenia has bought. While it was reported that the exports last fiscal will be at an all-time high, the sale of attacks, which is yet to be inducted in the Indian Army, came as a revelation, and this was part of the MOD statement in April this year. While the Defence Ministry remained mum on which country bought the 155mm attacks gun system, which has been developed by the DRDO along with the Kalyani Group and Tata, sources indicated that it could be Armenia. Earlier, it was speculated that Armenia had bought the mounted gun system for itself from the Kalyani Group. However, the statement by the Defence Ministry did not mention the mounted gun system. India, which was known as an importer about 8 years ago, exports major platforms like the Dornier 155mm advanced towed artillery gun. And I'm reading out from the statement that was issued by the Defence Ministry in April this year. And remember, as I said before, this was the first time when India acknowledged the sale of, or let's say the export of attacks. And the sale also included the Pinaka rockets, as mentioned by ThePrint earlier, and these Pinaka rockets were sold to Armenia. India is now exporting to over 85 countries, including Armenia. Indian industry has shown its capability of design and development to the world, with 100 firms exporting defense products at present. So yes, while there are tensions between the two countries, the exports from India to Armenia continues, and more deals could actually be inked in the coming months. For ThePrint, this is Snehesh Alex Philip. Do subscribe to our YouTube channel for more such videos.